Welcome back to Movies Philosophy. Today, we're diving deep into Christopher Nolan's Memento, 2000, a groundbreaking psychological thriller that challenges the very nature of memory, identity, and truth. With its unconventional narrative structure and thought-provoking themes, Memento remains one of the most discussed films of the 21st century. Let's unravel the mystery, break down the story, and explore the philosophical questions that make this film so unique. Plot structure: a puzzle told backwards. One of the most striking features of Memento is its narrative structure. The film is told in two timelines, one moving forward in black and white, and the other moving backward in color. These two timelines eventually converge in the climax, creating a disorienting and complex viewing experience. The backward structure places us in the shoes of the protagonist, Leonard Shelby, who suffers from short-term memory loss, forcing us to experience the world as he does, confused, uncertain, and constantly trying to piece things together. This structure forces the audience to actively engage with the film. Each scene adds another piece to the puzzle, but because we are shown the events in reverse order, the usual flow of cause and effect is inverted. This nonlinear storytelling mirrors Leonard's fractured memory, and as viewers, we share his sense of disorientation and uncertainty. Leonard Shelby, the unreliable protagonist. Leonard Shelby, played by Guy Pearce, is one of the most complex characters in modern cinema. He's a man on a mission to avenge the rape and murder of his wife, but due to his short-term memory loss, he cannot form new memories. Leonard relies on a system of notes, Polaroid photographs, and tattoos to remind himself of key facts, but even these tools are fallible. As the film progresses, we begin to question Leonard's reliability as a narrator. His obsessive desire for revenge clouds his judgment, and we come to realize that he may be manipulating his own memories to justify his actions. Memento explores the idea of the unreliable narrator in a way that forces us to question whether we can trust Leonard's version of events. Is Leonard truly a victim seeking justice, or is he a man trapped in an endless loop of vengeance? Deceiving narrative mirrors the protagonist's disorienting struggle with memory loss, forcing the audience to experience the same confusion and uncertainty as Leonard Shelby, played brilliantly by Guy Pearce. Leonard suffers from anterograde amnesia, which means he cannot form new memories, and his life becomes a continuous search for the man who killed his wife. But here's the twist: the audience is placed in Leonard's shoes, discovering pieces of the puzzle in reverse order, just like Leonard trying to reconstruct his reality moment by moment. This structure turns the film into a mental puzzle, as we piece together Leonard's story, while also questioning the reliability of memory and truth. Themes: memory, identity, and reality. At its core, Memento is an exploration of memory and its relationship to identity. Leonard relies on photographs, notes, and tattoos to remind himself of what he's doing and why. But the film raises an essential question: can memory be trusted? As viewers, we quickly realize that Leonard's notes and tattoos might be misleading or incomplete, making us question his version of events. This leads to one of the film's most important themes: identity. Without memory, who are we? Leonard's quest for vengeance is the only thing that gives him purpose. But as the film progresses, we're forced to consider whether his sense of self is built on faulty assumptions. Is Leonard hunting the real killer, or is he chasing a fabricated truth to maintain a sense of meaning in his life? The unreliable narrator, Leonard's perspective. Leonard is a classic example of the unreliable narrator. Because his memory resets every few minutes, he is forced to rely on external cues, notes, photographs, and tattoos to make sense of the world around him. But the film cleverly shows how easily these truths can be manipulated. One of the most chilling revelations is that Leonard may have manipulated his own memories to give his life purpose, suggesting that memory is subjective and malleable. This unreliability raises deeper philosophical questions about truth and perception. If Leonard can't trust his own memory, can we trust our own? And if our identity is based on our experiences, what happens when those experiences are lost or altered? Philosophical interpretations, existentialism, and nihilism. Memento * can be interpreted through an existential lens, where Leonard's struggle represents the human condition, our search for meaning in a world that often feels fragmented and confusing. Leonard's tattoos are symbolic of our need for purpose and structure, yet they are inherently flawed and incomplete, much like our attempts to impose meaning on a chaotic reality. The film also flirts with nihilism, the idea that life is ultimately meaningless. By the end of the film, we're left with the unsettling possibility that Leonard's entire quest for revenge is based on a lie, and that he has deliberately chosen to forget the truth in order to give his life direction. In this sense, Memento suggests that truth and meaning are not objective, but rather constructed by individuals to cope with the uncertainties of life. Symbolism. The role of tattoos and photographs. Tattoos play a vital role in Memento, acting as both reminders and symbols of Leonard's fragmented identity. Each tattoo represents a fact Leonard believes is crucial in his quest for revenge. But as the film progresses, we begin to see that even these facts are questionable. The permanence of tattoos is contrasted with the fleeting nature of memory, symbolizing the conflict between what Leonard thinks is absolute truth and the unreliable nature of his perception. Similarly, photographs serve as a metaphor for memory, capturing a moment in time, but lacking the full context. Leonard depends on these photographs to identify people and places, yet they offer only a surface-level glimpse of reality, reminding us that memory is incomplete and subjective. Supporting characters, manipulation, and moral ambiguity. The characters surrounding Leonard: Teddy, played by Joe Pantoliano, and Natalie, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, each play a significant role in shaping his journey, but their motivations remain ambiguous. Both characters seem to be manipulating Leonard for their own purposes, taking advantage of his memory loss. Teddy, in particular, serves as a catalyst for the film's moral ambiguity. While he claims to be helping Leonard find peace, we learn that Teddy has his own hidden agenda. His true nature is revealed in the final, or rather, first moments of the film, but even then, we're left questioning whether his version of the truth can be trusted. Natalie, too, manipulates Leonard's condition for her personal gain, raising questions about the ethics of exploiting someone who can't remember recent events. These manipulations add to the film's overarching theme of trust, or the lack thereof, and highlight the fragile nature of human relationships when truth is subjective. Ending and final twist, cycles of self-deception. One of the most powerful aspects of Memento is its ending, where the film's backward narrative converges with its forward-moving storyline. In the final moments, we realize that Leonard may have been deceiving himself all along. He has already avenged his wife's death, but instead of accepting this truth, Leonard deliberately chooses to continue his search for a new target. He erases crucial memories in order to keep his quest for meaning alive, even if it's based on a lie. This ending forces viewers to reconsider everything they've seen. It raises questions about self-deception and willful ignorance, themes that are central to the human experience. Leonard's inability to accept the truth mirrors our own tendencies to ignore inconvenient facts or distort reality in order to maintain a sense of control. Conclusion: the legacy of Memento. Memento is more than just a puzzle film, it's a profound exploration of the human mind, memory, and identity. Christopher Nolan's genius lies in his ability to disorient the audience, forcing us to confront the fragility of memory and the subjective nature of truth. Leonard's journey is a tragic one, but it's also a reflection of our own struggles to make sense of a chaotic world. The film's unconventional narrative structure, complex characters, and philosophical themes have made it a classic that continues to captivate audiences and spark debate. Memento challenges us to think critically about memory, identity, and the stories we tell ourselves to make life meaningful. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into Memento on Movies Philosophy. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Until next time, keep questioning what you know.